When I first came to New York, I loved being alone and working in this kind of beehive where you were aware of all of these people busily doing their thing, and you could thrive in this kind of energy of this beehive. Being up in the countryside takes a totally different set of survival muscles, because you are more thrown back onto yourself, and there isn't that, when it gets dark at night, it's very dark. There's no 24/7 going on. So the fact that the show is emphasizing self-portraits wasn't so much due to the pandemic, but I kind of became glad that was, in an odd serendipitous way, what I had decided to focus on, because we all needed to ground ourselves and we only had ourselves. And so it became a more intense relationship that way, especially to the image called Self-Portrait Wings. That one, I thought I'd actually ruined it because I kind of lost my nerve, and then I went back to it and it actually became a kind of, I think, one of the key paintings in the show, because it was almost about rising up again out of some kind of collapsed situation. It's the sort of absurdity of identity and all this kind of stuff that interests me. My relationship to that argument kind of evaporated for a while, and I lost my bearings, and I found I couldn't enter into the paintings, and I just turned to drawing for a while, which has just always been this completely sort of reference-free process of adventure and discovery for me. There are different types of drawing depending on what they're going to be used for. So when I make a drawing for a painting, for instance, here are two of the drawings of paintings in the show, Big Yellow Self-Portrait and Self-Portrait Wings. And these drawings have to be very empty because it's about the colour is the most important aspect, and so there has to be lots of scope left for me to then complete them in colour. As a woman painter, that was my whole thing coming up. I mean, now that we have, thankfully, loads and loads of great women painters and everything, but there weren't very many when I was growing up to look back to, and there weren't many around. And that sense of artistic authority, which was my struggle to find that, even to finally realize I actually wanted to be an artist rather than these other things. I guess in some senses that show, it's about who has that authority and why do they have it. And so these self-portraits are about a kind of authoritative, here I am, take it or leave it, but I have creative authority as much as a man, as much as anybody.